What's up guys, and welcome back to another video. Today's video we're focusing on veteran Scrumhalf Ruan Pienaar, who is hit out at SA Rugby for supposed hidden agendas. Now obviously, for those who don't know, the Cheetahs and the Southern Kings will no longer take place in the Pro 14 tournament of 2020. Word is not sure as to whether or not they will be included in 2021, because there's all talk of Pro 16. But you think it's already Pro 14, so two South African teams joining? No, not looking that way, because it's so far looking that we'll take out, depending on what happens with Super Rugby, take out the Kings and the Cheetahs and put in the 4 Super Rugby franchises into the Pro 14. That's obviously if it all goes ahead according to the way we are seeing it. Nothing has been confirmed. It is all talk right now, but we're leading into that routine of South African Super Rugby teams probably joining Pro 14, as we are looking at a probable Trans-Tasman tournament, or we're just going to go into a provincial tournament-based type thing like the Currie Cup and the respective Super Rugby New Zealand and Australian tournaments. But until then, we'll have to wait and see. However, Ruan Pienaar has hit out at SA Rugby saying that they are not communicating with the players as to why they haven't been included in this year's Pro 14 tournament or the end results. Now obviously we've not got a lot of weeks left for the tournament. We're already approaching the semis and the playoffs and all that stuff, and the Cheetahs and the Kings were not unfortunately going to make those playoffs. The Kings haven't had a good tournament at all. They've only won 2 games. We know that the Kings have suspended play for the full-on of 2020. As for the Cheetahs, they are hoping to participate in South Africa's provincial tournament, which is supposedly going to be the Currie Cup. But again, nothing has been confirmed. And this is why Ruan Pienaar has gotten frustrated, because there's no communication from SA Rugby as to what is going to happen. What is going to happen for the Cheetahs next year in 2021? Will they play? Won't they play? How's it going to work? And obviously the Cheetahs, you got Ruan Pienaar has come down from playing overseas into the Cheetahs squad, expecting to play a lot of Pro 14 rugby. Now it looks like the Cheetahs are not going to play. There's also a legend in the mix of Francois Steyn, who has signed with the Cheetahs during lockdown period. Now he's probably thought, oh, I'm going to play Pro 14. Now it doesn't look that way. So will Steyn last at the Cheetahs? Will Ruan Pienaar stick around at the Cheetahs? Or will they want to end their careers playing competitive rugby? Will they both go back to the Sharks maybe? You never know, as both of those players played for them. Now in a report coming from IOL Sport, Pienaar obviously said there's hidden agendas. He said, we are of course all worried about our futures, and especially here at the Cheetahs. We don't even know where we will be playing next year, or if we will be playing at all. There's really been nothing much from SA Rugby's side, which is frustrating. He says, are you telling me none of them know what they want out of rugby next year? I believe there are hidden agendas at play, and COVID-19 is being used to further those agendas. He says, I understand that financially things are tough in the rugby world and some big decisions need to be made, but really it would be terribly sad if the Cheetahs didn't feature in a competition of international standard. This region has produced some of the best players in the country has seen, so it's very worrying for us here in Central Southern Africa. He says, I just wish someone at SA Rugby would say what the plan is for the future. So dear Yuri Roo, CEO of SA Rugby, what actually is the plan? What is the movement forward? Because we've all been talking about hopefully starting in September, end August, or firstly it was end August. Now end August is right here. It would have been this weekend. We're now approaching September. Middle September, I don't even think we're going to make that. The longer we hold this on, and I know government is also needs to give us the green light in order to play the sports. So we're not quite sure as to when we're going to start, but this tournament needs to start ASAP. Otherwise, we're not going to feature any form in the Rugby Championship, which is, yes, 2 months away, and it sounds like it's not that far, but it's gonna bite us if we're not prepared and had physical game plans in. But also, not just that, what is going to happen? Why haven't we got words as to what's moving forward? Now we know New Zealand's got other plans. We know Australia's got other plans. We know South Africa must have some sort of plans, whether it's Europe or not. We're hearing the rumours, we're hearing the possibilities. We know there are certain people on the board in Pro 14 and obviously on Sanzar. What is the outcome? Because we're approaching 2021 quicker than you think. I mean, normally a Super Rugby campaign starts February. I mean, that's not long away. And I mean, yes, COVID is an excuse, and rightly so. But we need to have a game plan and a structure. What are we going to do in order to raise the funds needed to continue these players' growth, to give these guys some sort of salary? I mean, I know we're in serious state of COVID-19, but we're reduced to level 2. Surely there must be a process of, contact sports allowed in training. So why can't we move forward, or going to be allowed? But why aren't we putting pressure on government or the Minister of Sport to get a game plan as to when and how and if we're going to move forward? These guys need to train, and they need to get jobs. We need to get incomes going. We need to get sport back on our televisions. Because right now all we're hearing is negative media. We need to throw that negative media out and bring back some positive media. And how do we do that? By bringing our provincial leagues back so we can have some fun. But until then, we'll just have to wait and see until SA Rugby have a response. But I must say, credit to Ruan Pienaar for speaking out and heading out at SA Rugby, because I think it's time we get some results and answers as to what the hell is going on and what is our way forward for the future of SA Rugby. That'll do it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, smash that thumbs up button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you real soon for another one. Thanks so much for watching. Stay safe and never give up. Cheers.